Joel 3 and 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
Yeah, so he's going to plead for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And like he said, Jehoshaphat, which is, the Most High's judgment, basically. So that's his judgment on the other nations, pleading for the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But as of now, it's not for us all. It's because the prophecies is going to come to pass to shoot the missiles to deliver the elect, so our kingdom can start. And then the ones, the 2/3 that died off will come back in the kingdom, man.
Whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Yeah, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted his land. So we was scattered among the nations. That's why to this day we look like some of the other nations. Like the brother already say, if a man go get a Chinese woman and he keep having kids, and then his son go get a Chinese woman, and his son go get a Chinese woman, eventually they're gonna look just like the Chinese. But that's why you have to go off of the spirit, man. Because you got people out there even teaching that the Latin tribes and the Native Americans is not of our nation, which is crazy. And it just goes to show that niggas ain't spiritual out there, man. It proves that y'all not spiritual.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink.
Yeah, and that's what they did during slavery, during the slave trading and all of that. Put us on auction blocks and everything. The so-called white man with the Arabs and the Africans. Go ahead.
Yea, and what had ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coast of Palestine? Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head.
Yeah, so you can't do nothing. They're going to get their judgment because of what they did. Right along with the so-called white man, he can't turn around and try to buy his salvation or buy any grace or mercy from the Lord. Neither can any other nations, because the Lord ain't forgot.
Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things.
Yeah, everybody ransacked the temple, and they took the stuff out of the temple, and they took it to their places. That's all throughout the Bible they was doing that. So we, not even in our land, period. So, you got the gutter rats over there in our land. They got our gold and our silver. Go ahead.
Children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border.
Yep, they sold us. Yep, like I was saying, the Arabs, the Africans, and the Edomites, the so-called white men. They had their little agreements, and that's how we all got over here on the Western Hemisphere. Go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them.
Well, I'm gonna say the rest of us, because majority of the Latin tribes and the Native Americans was already over here, speaking Hebrew and keeping the customs that's written in the scriptures, man. So how can you sit here and even say that they ain't a part of the 12 tribes? Go ahead.
Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them.
Yeah, what is that place? Here in America. The same place that the Lord is going to destroy. He's raising us out of that place. He's raising us out of this. He's raising us first through this word. And eventually the salvation will come. Go ahead.
And will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and your daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabians.
Yeah, because go ahead, you can finish that.
To a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it.
Yeah, that's that karma. You reap what you sow. So they sold us far from our borders. So like when you go into Isaiah 49, it tells you about the Gentiles going into slavery. As well as Psalms 149, as far as the Edomites. So all the nations that had us into slavery, they're going to go into slavery.
Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, and prepare war.
Yeah, the Gentiles. It's talking about the actual Gentiles, the heathens, those that are not of Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
Yep, the men of war, they armies. Basically, get your armies ready. Because that's what the Lord is doing. He's stirring up them spirits over there, man. It's time for judgment. Go ahead.
Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears.
Yep, so get your weapons ready. Whatever, your guns, your missiles, your tanks, your submarines, your jets, get all of that ready. Go ahead.
Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, let the weak say I'm strong, because at a point in time, only the so-called white man had the technology of the nukes and everything. And he was the only one possessing it for the most part. And he's also the only one who used it. So a lot of the other nations were scared. But that's why in Isaiah it says, as thou hast become weak as weak. Because they can't put that fear upon the other nations like they used to get their respect from the nations. Therefore the nations like, I'm gonna do what I wanna do, man.
Assemble yourselves and come all ye heathen.
Yep.
And gather yourselves together round about.
Yep, gather yourselves together around about, because America's only ally is Israel. Pretty much everybody else is against them. So they're gonna lose this battle. This battle is meant for America to lose, and that's why them nukes, all of them nukes is gonna be pointed towards America and gonna be shot on America. Because that's the Lord's indignation, that righteous judgment, man. Go ahead.
Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
There will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. And that war is right around the corner. It's just a few prophecies that gotta be fulfilled. Just like Obama talking about striking, going to strike on Syria. Then Russia gonna be ready for war. Iran gonna be ready for war. China's gonna be ready for war. And it's just a matter of time. But so while our people's out here chilling out and the so-called white man, living his life like America's gonna prolong forever, the Lord is stirring up them spirits for that judgment, man. For that judgment to come.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
Yeah, like the brother read earlier about the time. The Lord measured out the time. It's almost time for that. It's almost due. Go ahead.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for the wickedness is great.
Yeah, the wickedness of America is great. The unrighteous decrees. Of course, the homosexualities, women's liberations, all of that, the stop and frisk. All the rules of privacy that they break. Tapping into your computer, tapping into your phone calls and all of that. They pass laws to justify other wicked laws.
Laws of the land.
Yeah.
Laws of the money, where you pay people, We go on and on. They break all the rules.
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
Yep, the armies, man, the different armies. Go ahead.
For the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision.
Yeah, and this war is part of the day of the Lord. That's why it tells you in Amos, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, because it's not going to be what the church make it seem like it's going to be. Of course, they say you might have to go through a little trouble, but God is going to save you and all of that. But they don't tell you it's going to be a third world war. That nukes is going to be shot over here. It's going to be a famine, martial law, race riots. They don't tell you that.
I mean, the only reason why we're looking forward to the day of the Lord because it puts it into Esau. But on the other aspect of it, there's going to be great tribulation. Scripture says it's going to be great tribulation such as never have been or ever shall be. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be some hard times. But the difference between men and the Lord and the world is that we're willing to go through that trial, to go through that storm, to make it to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the end of the day, it ain't gonna be fun. You know, that's why you have to trust in the Lord, because the Lord is gonna feed you, clothe you, and protect you in those times. Definitely. Right now, the Lord protecting us, but we're not protected how we're gonna be in that time. You know what I'm saying? The Lord really gonna get close and have us be dealing with us in those times. You know, the closer we get to the end, the closer the Lord gets to us. You know.
Also, the stronger, your faith is gonna build too. Because, like he said, like he was just saying, when that time comes, of course, we think we go through things now. We know that was the Most High looking out for us. But like he said, feed you and clothe you. You don't know your next meal, man. Like I was saying earlier, you can go days without eating. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord will just feed you. The Lord will give you something to drink or whatever. Because he said his servants was gonna eat and drink. You know?
Joel 3:15. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Lord also shall roar out of Zion and utter his voice from Jerusalem. And the heavens and the earth shall shake, but the Lord will be the hope of his people and the strength of the children of Israel.
Yeah, so like we were just saying, the Lord is going to be the hope of his people and the strength of Israel. And it's going to shake because of them nukes is going to hit this earth. Them nukes is going to drop on America. And the main hope and the strength is that salvation. When them missiles is about to drop and them chariots is picking up the elect, that's going to be that major hope, man. But you got to believe and trust and have faith in that. And endure to the end, if it's the Lord's will.
So shall ye know that I am the Lord your power, dwelling in Zion, my holy mountain.
Yeah, so as well as men of the Lord know that it's the Lord taking care of them, the heathen is going to know that that's a judgment from the Lord. You know, and Esau is going to, as proud as he is, he going to know that, look, my power is up, my time is up. Go ahead.
Then shall Jerusalem be holy, there shall no strangers pass through her anymore.
Yeah, because we're going to get our land back. Our land is going to be cleansed. The heathen is going to build it up. And we're going to get back to the inner court, outer court thing. They're not going to be able to come in our land like that. They're going to have their own lands and they're going to pay tribute. That's our kingdom. That's the kingdom of heaven that's coming. That's when all our people is going to be holy, because the new covenant is going to come. The new covenant is coming where the Lord is going to write the book in our inward parts. We're not going to even think wicked thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have all our strength back. So therefore, we're not going to go off. We're not going to sin. So we're not going to have to feel that sting of death, man. That's the kingdom of heaven. Like the brother was saying, we look forward to all the tribulation that's coming to this place because we look forward to rest, man. We tired in this place. And we can't rest here because it said this ain't our rest. So all we can do is fight to the end until the Lord destroy this place.
And it shall come to pass in that day that the mountains shall drop down new wine, and the hills shall flow with milk, and all the rivers of Judah shall flow with waters.
Yep, that mountain, that's our government, our kingdom. Everything is going to go back to normal, which is good. You know, clean water, clean air. Go ahead.
And a fountain shall come forth of the house of the Lord, and shall water the valley of Shittim. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness.
There goes another connection, man. Now I just linked up Egypt with Edom, which is America, man. The whole pyramids and the obelisks and everything that they got going on in this place is Egypt. And Edom runs this place. And that's judgment on America, which is judgment on the so-called white man. The Lord taking him out of that power. And it says it's going to be a desolation. Go ahead.
That also connects with what I read before.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, and like he said before, that's why you have to read precept upon precept, man, because it's important. That's the only way you're going to be able to understand the mystery if the Lord allow you to do so.
for the violence against the
And that's why the scriptures say, blessed is he that readeth, man. A lot of people that go to church or your average motherfuckers walking around, they don't read the Bible. They read Psalms. They read a little bit of Job. They read Proverbs, and they read prosperity out of the New Testament. They're not gonna read the whole chapter of Matthew 24, where a tribulation like there never was, because they're trying to talk about this time right now. When really that's a future prophecy. It ain't got as bad as it's gonna get, man. It's gonna get worse out here. As the Lord said, the fire is already gonna be kindled.
It says, for the violence against the children of Israel,
Negroes, Latinos,
for the violence against the children of Judah,
yep.
because they have shed innocent blood in their land.
Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. That's representing Israel right there. So the violence that they did to us, and then shedding the innocent blood on this land right here, going from the Native Americans until now, the police brutality, man. You know, so the judgment is going to come on the so-called white man and his wicked kingdom through thermonuclear fire.
But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation.
Yep.
For I will cleanse their blood that I have not cleansed, for the Lord dwelleth in Zion.
Yeah, and that's that new covenant. Yeah, that's him cleansing our blood. He making us righteous and making us whole and complete. You know? You have something?
Shut it down.
You know? With that, I want to say shalom.